Hey, this is Mike from Who's Your Senpai with
Curtis.
Uh,
and Leo. What, you
uh,
depressed?
they went by so fast.
Yeah, I know.
It went by so fast. It only comes once a year.
I know the
How many
feeling.
conventions are we going to go to, Leo?
Well, technically, we got Everfree Northwest coming up, but that'll be like three, and then I have another one I'm going to in August. But that's besides the point. Sakura Con is the best one all year.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'd have to say Everfree is going to be a close second for me, if not first.
Well, Sakura Con was pretty fun. What'd you guys like the best about it?
I really can't say what I love the best. There's just so much.
I know mine. It was the AMVs.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely the AMVs.
well, I mean, you got the AMVs, you got like the game room, you got the exhibition hall, and just the people you meet there in general is awesome. You could find any
Mm.
random person and get into a conversation with them.
So on the subject of AMVs, you guys remember the turn around? You
Don't start on that.
It was
Oh,
so good.
uh, Mike, we need to tell them
Uh,
what video to go to for that one.
we'll
It,
put a link in the descriptions for sure for that one because it took us like a week after SakuraCon to find it, and I was dying to watch it again. It was that good.
I remember when I came home and like it's been a while since we've been on, and then you guys came on, and you said, "Oh, Leo, we found it." I'm like, "Oh, what'd you find?" And Mike, I guess you or Curtis were playing it over your microphone, and you sent me a link to it, and then when I'm listening, it's like, "No, he didn't find it," and then sure enough,
Oh.
my
That's
only
good.
question is, what took you so long?
I don't know.
For some reason, the SoccerCon doesn't put up a link for like all the AMVs or anything like that, so like we have to try and hunt them down, which
Well,
is
Hmm.
Well, look at how much they do in a given day. Plus, that room is pretty much 24 hours.
Hmm.
in all honesty, it wouldn't be that hard for them to put out a list of like, oh, these are all the submissions that are going to be for this section.
Yeah, I agree. That's the only thing that kind of upset me was that about this year. So what about panels? I really liked the Rolling Girls panel because we got to see all the sort of the animation before it gets color and everything else, and it's got all the like markings like the clouds move this way and this weird bloom thing that comes out when she punches the person is supposed to move like this, and it was really awesome to see that.
I only went to like two things. Well, technically three. I went to the AMV contest. I
Hmm.
went to the Sword Art Online panel. They had the English voice actor
Premiere.
and the Japanese voice actor there, which was awesome. Because how
Yeah,
often do you actually get to see both voice actors of the same character in the same room?
yeah, it was weird to hear Kirito's voice coming from him, like the Japanese voice actor, and I was like, "Oh, my mind is blown."
Yeah,
It was awesome.
we did actually, when they showed the clips, going back and forth between the voices, we did get sneak peeks at some of the future episodes of the English dub Sword Art Online 2.
Hmm.
Like when he's kind of holding her, and
Holding her.
like holding her in that duel they
Oh,
had.
oh yeah.
Problem is, there's about like 20
Uh,
different scenes in which he's holding her.
he
Yeah.
does seem
So,
to do a lot of holding.
And Curtis and
yeah.
Curtis, you'll probably agree with me on this because you actually sat with me through the whole panel, Mike.
Yeah.
You just up
I,
and left me
I
there.
had to go to the bathroom.
Well,
What was I supposed to do?
Curtis, you'll agree with me. The mic quality was terrible. Though we could
Yeah,
barely hear anybody.
that
Yeah,
was
they
kind of
didn't they
upsetting.
didn't turn up the volume for people speaking, so you couldn't hear them,
And
but
we were
yet
in the
they
back row, so it was really terrible.
yes.
With a baby like right behind us.
Yeah.
The baby wasn't so bad. It only like acted up once. It was just the fact that like they didn't have the volume loud enough for the speakers.
Hmm. So, Curtis, how did the Magic tournament go?
I got fourth place in my section. Did pretty good. got a card in a pack that everyone immediately said, "Do not let him reach 8th turn."
Mm,
So everyone started trying to bum rush me.
it's pretty great.
I
Um,
remember I remember trying to wait for you and Garrett throughout that entire tournament. I was just walking around aimlessly for like the first 2 hours, and then when I went to the AMV room, got tired of that, and then just found Mike, and we sat outside that door, and he just heard me whine and complain, and then I pretty much needed the caffeine, so I had to break my diet, Curtis, and I had to go
hmm.
get a Coke just so I could have a little caffeine to get me through the rest of the night.
All I can say is, oh well.
My
Hey,
tournament was pretty fun, but because of technical issues, I had a lot of trouble. It
Yeah,
had
it
to do
was.
with input lag. Like they were using some really bad monitors in the gaming room, and it was just really depressing because I'm used to like maybe only losing like 1 frame or 2 frames because my TV's really nice, and I was like I was dropping combos that I didn't even know I could drop. It was terrible. That was the Ultimax tournament. So, but
yeah.
on a brighter note, did you guys see any cosplays you really liked?
Uh, I saw several that I liked. A couple I was really impressed, and some that I don't want to say, but like, let's just say that hey, we're all dudes, okay? And there are a lot of cosplays out there that are gonna make us turn our head.
Hmm.
Yeah, there were
You know,
quite a few in which like we're walking along and then suddenly Leo is almost stumbling into people looking backwards.
hey,
It
hey,
was
hey,
kind of
it's
amusing.
not my fault. It's not my fault that there's so many attractive women at Sakura Con. Okay, it's not my
Okay.
fault.
Did you when we left the first day there was a male there was a guy playing cross playing Homura, and it was like the best Homura Kemi I've ever seen in my life, and I just had to give him props for that because if you're watching now, though you probably aren't because we're such a little channel, dude, you have the best Homura cosplay ever, and he's a dude. So it's like I I'm 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 really new to cosplay, so that was kind of interesting and exciting at the same time. I think I might try her out.
Yeah.
Don't ever say it like that, Mike.
Please
I'm
don't.
just saying it would be cool. Like she's like my favorite character, so.
All right,
You
so
know,
do you think we should get on to the questions?
Yeah. So some things to note. If you guys, it should be in the title and in the description. We interviewed some cosplayers, which was really, really exciting because this is our first time, like, really, like, interviewing anybody, right?
I
And they
think
were
that was
nice enough
awkward for
to,
everybody.
well, yeah. Well, they were nice enough to help us out.
Well,
And,
you two interviewed. I sort of ditched you
oh,
guys saying that I needed to go grab something to eat at Subway.
yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't want to say anything, Mike, but when you were doing the interviews, I was kind of just chatting with them, and I think that was like the most comfortable anybody felt during that whole interview was that
yeah.
when I was just off to the side talking with them. But
Yeah,
the interviews didn't help that there was some like weird, I don't know if he was like half homeless or not, but he had a cell phone and he was like yelling into it the entire time. So
oh, I didn't even
I
notice.
I haven't even seen the videos that
Oh,
you made for the interviews yet.
Yeah.
and
So
just for everyone watching, we do have to apologize for the quality of the video.
We had a really bad camcorder, and so it's like it recorded in 480. So that's like really terrible. So I apologize to the cosplayers. Um, I wanted this video to be really, really great, but we we can only work with what we have, and so
it
yeah,
was
that's why
last
the
minute,
video is so poor quality. Um,
and we're new at this, so
and we were really busy, so we weren't able to record a lot of people. So I
Yeah.
apologize for that too. Um, Next year will definitely be better, though. We're gonna buy a new camera. We're gonna actually buy some good mics this time around
the
because
the intros and like the title cards will be so much better because we'll have a year to prepare.
okay. And just one last question I wanted to pose for all of us is, did you learn anything about cosplay um, while we were there? And would you ever cosplay?
Should I go
Um,
first, or should we have Curtis go, since I'm sure his answer will probably be short?
yeah, mine's gonna be extremely short.
Uh,
Sadly, I didn't really learn too much about cosplay, but I do have a coworker that cosplays, so if I really
all
wanted
right,
to ask about it, I could ask her. Um, but I never really could see myself becoming a cosplayer.
all right. Leo.
Well, personally, like, I think I learned a lot from the people that we interviewed when I was off to the side speaking with them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I've always had a personal view about cosplayers, and it's like, I don't care what you're wearing, you know? I mean, it when you go to a con and you're cosplaying, that's your chance, just to be, somebody else, like a character you really like, or,
Mm-hmm.
a certain individual you like want, or even a character you made yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So if you're a dude and you want to dress up as Sailor Moon, go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, who cares? Me personally, I'd never do it, but if you feel that you want to dress up as a specific character, going to a con and doing it, that is your best bet because
Mm-hmm.
there's less chance of you running into judgmental people.
What I learned was that cosplay isn't as complicated as I initially thought it was. You can buy a lot of this stuff online, or you can. I was admiring that girl's weapon she made, right? And I was like, most of this is just like PVC pipe and duct tape and this foam, and I was marveled by it. You know what I mean? I was just, I really want to cosplay now.
For many larger items, it's usually I think it's construction foam
hmm I
that's
could I
used.
could really get into prop making, I think. And yeah, that was really exciting. And the fact that
Yeah.
cosplayers were so friendly, you know what I mean? I was really nervous, and you guys already know how nervous I get around people.
Yeah.
Um, so just having them be so open and friendly about it and answer all our questions was really exciting. So I want to thank you all, you guys again. And so we'll just cut straight to the video.
Well,
Um,
wait, you didn't even ask
wait,
me if I was gonna, like, I thought we were doing
oh,
separate questions. Like, I thought one was, like, what we learned, and then you kind of took over, and I didn't say if I was gonna cosplay or not.
oh, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Well, if you
So,
might remember, Mike, the first day we went there, I didn't cosplay at all. And then after meeting those cosplayers, I pretty much went to every clothing booth, found all the pieces of costume that I needed, and I pretty much went as a ninja, which then, as I went through the con, adapted into another unique character that had like this laser gun thing that I bought from another stand.
mhm.
Uh, but yeah, what I have in mind for next year is just awesome. I cannot wait to cosplay. I actually ordered two special things from this one site. I think it's called ETSY. They, if you haven't tried that site yet, you guys should totally go check it out because they have tons of props, tons of handmade items, all made by all these independent artists. Even shoes, dude. You'd have to check this
Mhm.
out. Um, but yeah, I cannot wait for next year.
Definitely.
I might even tie something in with a channel next year with my costume. So
Yeah, you should definitely do it.
yeah,
Um,
but
it would be fun. I mean, I want to
unf-
try to cosplay next year too.
yeah. Unfortunately, though, I don't think I'll be able to get my costume together in time for Everfree Northwest. And I bought these awesome patches off DeviantArt from somebody, and they're like these military style badges. Like they say, Luna Special Tactical Squadron. Sort of like her special forces, and I was gonna have that as one of the patches on my shoulder for Everfree Northwest, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah. All right. So is everybody good?
Yep.
Can we cut to the video now?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
without
guess
fur-
so.
oh, sorry. What?
Oh, yeah, just go ahead. These cosplayers, I gotta give them props. Hey, thanks for, uh, you know, get in front of the camera for us, and And thanks for making me lose the bet I had with Mike, by the way.
Yeah.
My bet was that 5 people would turn us down, and then he'd owe me $20. But only one person turned us down, and then the 4 of you came along, and I lost my bet. So thanks a lot.
You're welcome. And so, without further ado, here's the video.
I came to the Sakura Con 2 years ago, and I saw so many people dressed up in costume, and I knew next time when I came back, I had to go in a costume as well.
We kind of grew up with anime.
Yeah, so it was sort of something we just did. Our parents dressed us up.
We grew up watching Slayers, Cardcaptor Sakura.
So really it was just our parents.
Yeah.
Well, a few years ago, freshman year of high school, my friends were doing a cosplay group, so I decided to join in. They were missing a few characters. So, joined in, been doing the exact same cosplay every year, but I'm loving it.
Dressed up this year and figured out that I should dress up as Katsuragi Keima from The World God Only Knows.
I am Switzerland from Italia. Sadly, I do not embellish, so it's not accurate enough, and the wig is a pain, which is why natural hair at the moment.
This is my first time cosplaying, and I feel like now I don't stick out.
Our first costumes was back in 4th grade.
My first convention was Sakura Con 2 years ago. So I had to get the red jacket, the red blazer, and I ordered that online, and I had to make this this jabot or cravat, and I sewed it and got it together and made the collar myself. That's about it, I guess. And I had to make the logo too.
This one is completely bought. I actually sent an email to my grandma. My grandma got me the jacket. But each piece was either bought at a regular store or at a thrift shop.
Be as creative as you want and go as far as you want into making yourself act like and look like the character you want to be.
Hot glue. I use it on everything. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Okay.
Also, just be confident. It's about having fun.
Cosplay is about showing your love for the character.
Okay.
It's not about being perfect.
Buy your first cosplay. Do not make your first cosplay. And if you start out cosplaying, start out with characters where the pieces you can wear during your daily life, because then you can get used to it and get more use out of it than just one time. Also, don't do the random store-bought ones. Make your own. It just makes it so much more fun.
Hatsune Miku!
Gato Blue Summers.
Okay.
From
I want to do
Trigun.
Tarzan, but
Okay.
I've always wanted to do Tarzan.
Well, there's the one that I wanted to do, that I wanted to make before this convention, but didn't manage to get around to it, which is Jabril from No Game, No Life.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?